All right, friends, it's T-Man. Again, we're going to do another video on the Bomba Clot himself, the Rasta Clot man, Jason Blaha. So Jason Blaha, the gym, lifting, recruiting, fitness, gym slave, lifting slave, gym slave, whatever you want to call him, dude, says, this is a reaction video. Blaha says, why don't you just try carnivore? Okay, I'm going to react to this. Why don't you try carnivore? Well, because you are a carnivore. It's not something you tried to be. You are a carnivore. It's just that he doesn't want to eat completely carnivore because he's an animal of opportunity. Anyways, let's react to this video. Oh, wait a second. Did you see that? Damn, bro. Was that his food, his basket again? Let's analyze this. Hold on a second. God damn it. He's got some eggs in there. Brown eggs. They look farmed. I'm not really sure. What's this? Chubani. He's got some really weird stuff there. He's a little bit of meat there. I can't really tell what he's got here. But look, the majority of it, I mean, he's got some animal products, you know. I mean, again, he's eating. I don't know why he eats this other stuff. Opportunistic, probably, whatever. Okay.
Hey Jason, why don't you just try carnivore? All right, guys, I thought I would.
Look, I'm gonna fucking explain one more time in this video. There's no such thing as omnivores on this planet. There's just animals that are opportunistic. For example, you are a carnivore. Now, if I put out a bunch of Oreo cookies, drugs called Oreo cookies and sugar, you're going to taste it, and it's going to taste very sweet to your palate. That's what it's going to do. And you're going to be very, and again, as an animal of opportunity, like I know many people, they raid refrigerators, doesn't matter what's in there, they'll fucking raid it and put anything in their mouth because they're opportunistic. They love to eating. But a lot of the stuff is made also to taste to make you eat more of it. But like I said, you are a carnivore, and as a carnivore you eat meat. But if you're opportunistic like Blaha, you'll eat all this fake food. Like generations all the generations that he comes from, they're opportunistic, they're hungry, they'll eat anything. I think I saw a movie 1960, I think it was with Jim Reeves, Steve Reeves or whatever. It was a Hercules movie or something. I just saw some 1959 Hercules movie or whatever. I just took a quick look at it. And the kid goes, I'm hungry, Hercules. You have anything to eat? And he goes, yes, I have just the thing for you. And he gives him a huge fucking bread to eat. Gives him bread to eat, bro. A loaf of bread. Give me a break, man. That shit make you weak. That doesn't make Hercules strong. They ain't gonna make it into Hercules. Fuck, not even the what do you call it? The Mongols they didn't eat bread, man. Anybody that ate bread, they tell them they ate sludge. They got rotten teeth and a weak body, like Blaha. That's why he's got to lift every day. That's why he's weak. The reason why you're all weak, because you're opportunistic animals. You're like rats, eating crap all day. That's why you're so weak. If you as a carnivore ate your natural diet, you would be so weak and be so ugly.
Chat with you guys and gals a little bit about this today, because this is one of those things that people say, and I have to shake my head at it. And I get where they're coming from. I get that people who only have had a couple years of experience or knowledge around nutrition, they try something like this and they seem to get some positive results, and they want everyone to try it, including people who detract from it.
Positive results? Yeah. If you don't break the laws of nature and you eat what you're supposed to, you're always going to have positive results. You won't be fucked up. What the hell is he talking about?
But the problem is,
again, he can't stop following his Jewish religion. You understand me? That's his problem. It's a religion. Just because you believe in what you believe in, these fake beliefs and these religious stuff, then you bring it into the fitness world, bro. This becomes a religion. See, that's his problem.
These are also people who haven't heavily researched nutrition. They don't realize that the people they were following.
Just because you're a starving slave doesn't mean you should put anything in your mouth, dude.
Even if they might be a medical doctor who promote this, or shunned by the rest of the scientific community.
Who gives a shit about doctors or anybody? Man, if you're out in nature, you're not going to stop and eat any fucking plants, Blaha. Get it? Because they don't exist out there. They just exist in your fantasy world, the material world that you live in, not nature.
And they don't realize that oftentimes even those people's blood work looks horrific, and they don't understand the long-term consequences, and that's the problem. And I'm not even.
That's not the problem. Look at Blaha, how unnatural he is. He's lifting man-made weights. They're man-made. They are not found in nature. None of this stuff in his fucking garage is found in nature, bro. So what is he doing here exactly? Lifting weights, unnatural things. He's doing unnatural things. He eats packaged food. Packaged. Man, he eats fucking slave food, bro. He's lifting man-made weights in a garage. And he's telling you that this is healthy for you. How could something unnatural be healthy for you?
Going to harp on the cholesterol then, because when you're dealing with people in these sort of groups, they don't believe that there's a link, and you can't convince.
Harping on the cholesterol. Yes, let's create the problem. Now let's look for the solution. Okay, lift weights and take these pills and everything. Okay.
Some of it, no matter how much research you show them. But let's talk about the more obvious stuff. Let's just set that aside. Okay, people are like, why don't you just try it? And I'm like, because the consequences are too high.
What? This is a good one. Why don't you try being a carnivore? They go try carnivore. No, why don't you try being you as a natural carnivore? Why not you just try being a carnivore for once? And he's like, the risks are too high because I'm so unnatural that at this point I've been so domesticated, eating fake food like a boar turning into a pig. I've turned into a pig. I look like one too. It's impossible for me to go back because God forbid if I turned into a real man.
Enjoy big savings on the latest.
Are too high. The consequences of the specific dietary deficiencies that won't show for a long time are just simply too high, and I know better. And anyone.
They won't show. They show really fast. Here's the thing. Any carnivore that went back to eating their natural diet, right away, within the first week, even the second week, the first month, they already see changes right away. They become so much better. But here's the problem. They're not full carnivore because, again, they're still processing the food. They're processing because it's in contact with heat. If it's in contact with heat, it's being processed. You have to eat it raw. And Blaha is a chicken shit. He's weak. He couldn't eat anything raw because he's a weak bastard. You get it, dude? He's weak. He could never eat anything raw in his entire life. He's going to claim he's strong. He can lift a heavy weight. Well, if he's so strong, let's see him eat some animal products raw, dude.
Who knows nutrition knows better, and it's very unfortunate that
See, I ain't no pussy, man. I can eat fucking raw fish, raw sushi. I can eat raw meat. I can eat anything raw. Fucking any animal. I don't care. I'll eat it raw. I don't give a shit because I'm not scared, because I'm not weak like you people out there. Ew, all the time. People write me all the time and they go, ew, and all that. And how can you eat that raw? And da, 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 da. Man, these people are so weak.
years, a lot of these people are going to be in for a rude awakening, but they don't realize.
Yeah, you already are. You already are in for a rude awakening. You've domesticated yourself, and everybody's dying now, turning into weird sexes. They don't even know what sex they are. I just watched a video where a girl said she was some vegan stuff. She said she didn't even know what sex she was. I need to share that video. I don't even know where it is now. I watched it a bit ago.
Is that what they may be doing is forcing themselves into that sort of lifestyle indefinitely, meaning they won't be able to revert back from it in some cases. And the other thing is going to be the other health.
So if you try it, you won't be able to revert back to it. Well, boars have tried, pigs have tried it, and they reverted back to boars. And then when they get caught again, they revert back to pigs again. So was that what you want, Blaha? See, Blaha's so scared.
Problems that develop due to no fiber, lack of antioxidants, things like that in the diet. So
no fiber, lack of antioxidants. The antioxidants in plants are not for you. They're for the fucking plants. Hello, you get antioxidants that are for you from animal products. What are you talking about? That's why you're so destroyed.
Let's mention that part first.
And you can't digest cellulose. You don't.
So people say, why don't you try it? And I'm like, well, because heart disease runs in my family. I don't want.
Why don't you try it? Because heart disease runs in your family? Your family is a bunch of slaves. They ate slave food. That's why they got heart disease. They didn't get it from eating their natural carnivore diet. Hello? As a carnivore, eating natural animals, duh. Unless, of course, they cooked it, I don't know, caused it to become carcinogenic. Eat it raw.
Cancer, let's put those up on the list. Again, setting aside things like the insulin sensitivity.
What about insulin?
Okay, let's set all that aside. We know that insulin resistance goes hand in hand with ultra high saturated fat.
No, not with animal. Not animal saturated fat. Maybe plant.
That is proven in the lab. That's not a
Yeah, plant saturated fat, not animal.
point of contention. That's a factor. That's a big factor in cancer, diabetes, other stuff. Okay.
Cancer, diabetes, and other stuff. I don't know of any sugar in meat or toxins. I don't know what you're talking about. Toxins cause cancer, and your cancer cells to go in your body because you've destroyed your cells, dude, with toxifying them to death with these plants. And as far as sugar, raises insulin, so make you into a diabetic. That doesn't exist in animal products, dude.
Really, what are we looking at? The lack of antioxidants, the lack of healthy gut flora.
And gut flora, the good gut flora comes from raw milk, raw dairy, raw animal food. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Bro, this guy's nuts. Man, just everything he does is unnatural. He's nuts.
It's all linked to cancers, cardiovascular.
No, plants are attached to fucking cardiovascular disease and fucking cancer and everything else.
Disease, but definitely cancer.
The toxins in these plants.
So we know that fruits, vegetables, whole grains, all these things.
Fruits, vegetables, let's see, fiber and sugar, vegetables, toxins and fiber. Yeah, okay.
But particularly the fruits and vegetables are absolutely linked to lower cancer rates. They dramatically
No, they're not. He's lying to you, man.
reduce cancer.
Why would anybody do a study on food that is healthy for you, like animal food? They wouldn't. Why would they do that? It goes against what they're trying to sell you, stuff that's poisonous. Like, this is the typical religion that wants to destroy nature. This is the evil in the world where they try to tell you, oh, well, our world, the material world, is not evil. What's evil is the natural world. We have to destroy it. My name is Blaha. Hi, guys. My name is Jason Blaha. I'm from the Jewish religion. We have to destroy nature as much as possible and anything that has to do with it. Do not eat anything natural, animal products. Eat everything that's unnatural in our religion. Eat these engineered fruits and vegetables that are full of toxins and sugars. So because they protect you, they won't give you cancer. They won't give you diabetes. Come on, guys. Fuck nature. Live in your garage and lift this fucking artificial weight all day like me, bro. Get it?
And a big part of that is all the antioxidants, the polyphenols, all these different.
Yeah. The polyphenols, the antioxidants, they're filled with them. Yes, of course.
Things, phytonutrients. This is.
Yes, the phytonutrients that are in there, not the phytotoxins. Oops, I mean phytonutrients. Oops.
Linked to reducing cancer rates across the board.
Yeah, they're reduced to they're across the board, bro. Reducing cancers across the board. Yes, of course. Let me see. Cancer. The cancer lives off sugar, right? What's in fruits again? Fructose. Oh shit! I didn't know that. Oh, okay. Well, what's in plants? Phytotoxins. Oh yeah. Oh, but they're healthy for you. Oh. Okay.
So you see where we're going with this? So someone's like, "Oh, just try it."
Yeah, I see where you're going with this, Blaha. Okay.
For 6 months or a year or whatever, and I'm like, well,
I was blind and now I can see. Okay.
That's a pretty big risk to take, considering we know that lack of antioxidant status when you eat no fruits and vegetables, even if you
that lack fucking lack of antioxidants. Brian, this is these videos. I don't even know how to react to these videos because they're so stupid sometimes. I'm listening and I'm talking at the same time because I'm using a program. Bro, this is just ridiculous. Okay, whatever.
Eat low fruits and vegetables. Let's go over. Let's just say if you eat low amounts.
Yeah.
Not even go to zero. You're dramatically increasing.
Wait, did he leave out the grains? Don't forget the grains, Blaha. Lots and lots of grains. Yes.
Your chances of a wide variety of cancer.
How about those oats, ultra processed? Yes, oats, yes.
Like just straight up. Okay? And this is well observed, well documented. Okay? So
look, this is just my opinion, okay? If you truly want to destroy the fucking shit out of yourself, then be a lifting gym slave like Blaha and eat all this garbage food, this unnatural garbage food, and you will destroy yourself. Mission accomplished.
why don't you just try it? Well, because I don't want to double my chances of getting cancers. Like I've said.
So he doesn't want to revert back to his natural state as a carnivore because he doesn't want to get cancers, guys. Get it?
17, 18, 20 different types.
Yeah. So going back to nature, you'll get cancer. This is a great video for Godis. I wish he did a video on this. This is so funny, man. He needs to do a video on Blaha, this video specifically.
And they're like, well, I've been doing it a year and I don't have cancer yet.
Yeah, I've been doing it a year. I don't have any cancer yet. No. They're all getting cancer because they're eating natural food as a carnivore. Meat. Yeah, animal products. That's why all the cancer's coming from. Better cut it off completely. Go the way of the other Jewish guy. What's his name? Bill Gates. Bill Gates says don't eat any meat. You'll be eating bugs. Yeah, we're gonna be eating cockroaches and bugs. Yeah. Is that in the Old Testament too, Blaha? Is that in there in the what do they call it? The Torah or the Torah or whatever the fuck they use there in Israel. Where do they read from? I don't know, man. They use the Old Testament and they use the Torah, don't they, or something? They read it there. Must tell you how to eat, right? Eat all these things.
It's like the people.
All foods are now clean. Yes, you can eat them all. Yeah.
Who say, hey, I smoked for 5 years already. I don't have lung cancer yet. You're predisposing yourself to.
Let's see. I smoked. I don't have lung cancer. Yeah. Smoked. That they didn't get lung cancer because maybe smoking has nothing to do with that. Maybe it's what you're eating.
Lung cancer even later if you quit. Now, granted, the sooner you quit, the lower it's going to be. But yeah, you can smoke for 5 years and get lung cancer.
Yeah, well, because what do they put inside the tobacco? Sugar. That's probably the reason. When you're smoking, you put sugar in it, so it's going in your body, and then they spray it with a bunch of toxins and everything. So maybe that would be the reason. Yes.
From it 10 years after you quit,
I don't know.
You increase your chances, right? It's the same thing if you do this prolonged period of time with nearly zero antioxidants in your diet.
Yeah, when you keep toxifying yourself for a long period of time with toxic plants, what do you think happens? What do you think happens?
Okay.
When you reach 40, you have a loss of stem cells. They no longer repair you like they did when you were younger. They already start going down at the age of 30. At the age of 30. Yeah.
There can be consequences of this, long-term consequences, because you did some silly fad diet because my friends were doing it, someone told me.
You know what's the funny part? This silly fool doesn't even know how to decipher like real science. When they tell you the satellite cell, use it or lose it. When they talk about the satellite cell in aging, use it or lose it, and they say to activate it from its quiescent state, they didn't say chronic lifting. They say periodic lifting in there. That's what it says. It says periodic lifting to injure the fiber to get the satellite cell to come out of quiescence so it can split, divide, increase in number. You increase these cells. If there's such a thing called the Hayflick, this Hayflick thing where cells can only replicate so many times, well, what do you need to do? Regenerate more cells, right? Let's take a look at this really quick. Look, I'll explain this, man. Hold on a second. Using real science. Hold on. Okay, so the Hayflick phenomenon, also known as the Hayflick limit, is the number of times a normal human cell can divide before it stops and enters senescence. Okay, so it stops and it enters senescence, right? Okay, we don't want that. That's a bad thing. We don't want senescent cells. We want to get rid of them. They're zombie cells. They hang around. They make you look old. We need to remove them. Not all of them. We need some in our body, supposedly, according to science. I don't know. The Hayflick findings have challenging at this time. Okay, whatever. Hayflick phenomenon. The Hayflick phenomenon related to the shortening of telomeres. So we also want to increase telomere length. Well, I'll show you how to do that too. Which are repeating DNA sequences at the ends of whatever chromosomes. As cells divides, telomeres shorten. So as cells divide, telomeres shorten, eventually making cell division impossible. So we want to get new cells. Okay, how do we do that? Well, we have to get them from stem cells. We got to get them from somewhere. So, here it is. Use it or lose it. They call this use it or lose it. So, satellite cells and aging, use it or lose it. See that? So, yeah, already as you reach the age of 30, they're going. The onset of skeletal muscle decline begins at the age of 30, and muscle atrophy is associated with a number of serious morbidities and mortalities. Yeah. Satellite cells are responsible for regeneration of skeletal muscle and enter a reversible non-dividing state of quiescence under homeostatic conditions. Yeah. In response to injury, listen to what they say. In response to injury, satellite cells are able to activate and re-enter the cell cycle, creating what? New cells. New cells to repair and create nascent muscle fibers while preserving a small population that can return quiescence for what? For future regenerative demands. However, in aged muscle, satellite cells that experience prolonged quiescence will undergo programmed cellular senescence, an irreversible non-dividing state that handicaps the regenerative capabilities of muscle. So, go back here at the top. What does it say there? It says that in response to injury. Okay, how does this work exactly? Well, this review examines how periodic activation and cycling of satellite cells through what? Exercise can mitigate senescent acquisition and myogenic decline. And how do you do that? By in response to injury. Satellite cells are able to activate. Get it? That's how they activate. So prolonged quiescence causes what? Cellular senescence. That's Blaha, broski. That's Blaha.
Here's a Temu.
Yeah.
Because you did some silly fad diet, because my friends were doing it, someone told me it felt really
I like how he says some silly fad diet. Carnivore, you as a carnivore is not a silly fad diet. Jesus. Man, this guy really is out to lunch.
good. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure plenty of people, when they first tried heroin or cocaine.
It's your natural diet. Heroin or cocaine, they tried heroin, they tried drugs. Sugar's a drug. They're trying all these drugs. Yeah. They're from plants, Blaha. Why are your arms so small?
Thought it felt really good. They felt amazing on it. Well, there are eventually some consequences for it.
They didn't feel amazing on it. It made them do weird stuff.
That. It was, how can you compare that? I can, because we know the consequences of no fiber and no fruits and vegetables or antioxidants in your diet is potentially deadly.
Natural human beings, they wouldn't need drugs out in nature because they'd be happy. People like drugs in this artificial world because they're coping. They can't cope with the material world as opposed to the natural world out in nature. That's their problem. Like Blaha, this is how he copes. He takes steroids and lifts weights in a garage all day and eats an artificial diet. And then he claims, God forbid if I was to go natural. Oh my God, forget nature, destroy it.
I guess that's not
According to my religion, we have to destroy nature. Oh, okay.
a controversial position,
Oh.
even though I might have mentioned it in the form of hyperbole. I mean, we are giving a hyperbole by saying, well, heroin or whatever. Okay, fine.
Look, I got nothing against people's religions. They can believe in whatever they want, but you shouldn't carry over your religion to exercise, Blaha. You know that? It's just weird. You carry it into the real world, try to bring it into the natural world. Doesn't work, bro. That's why I'm making you so unnatural here.
Do you get the idea? It's the same concept. It's taken to the next extreme.
Yeah.
You were predisposing yourself to very serious long-term problems. What about the gut flora extinction?
See, gut flora extinction, yes. All these bad things. What do you think these toxic plants do to your gut flora and all that, eh? What do you think they do? Think about that for a moment. These fruits and vegetables and everything, what do they do? Have you watched the vegan compilation? That just says it all. Here's the thing. All you have to do is watch the vegan compilation. That says it all. Then go watch these carnivore channels. Or these vegans that went carnivore. Who dropped all that stuff. And then where did they go? They all went carnivore. They all said they became normal again. Why did they become normal? Because they're doing unnatural things.
Right? No fiber in your diet? Well, we don't need fiber. What quack told you we don't need fiber?
I don't need any fiber. Why the fuck do I need it for? For what? No, carnivores do not need fiber. The only time you eat that is because you're opportunistic.
What quack told you you don't need these healthy gut flora? Are you people not keeping up with the current data on gut health and gut?
Look, bro, I go to a buffet to eat, man. That doesn't mean just because they have all this fake food that I should eat it, put it in my mouth just because it's there. Oh, I know I'm an opportunistic animal. There's food there. Yeah, I paid. I went in there. I could put that in my mouth, but why should I? See what I mean? I know that if I break the laws of nature, unlike the Jewish law, the fake religious law, well, guess what? I'm going to suffer, bro. Get it? Maybe this is what Blaha wants all you to suffer. You understand me? He wants you to suffer. Yeah. Follow my religion and suffer.
Blood flora and gut biome and all the stuff that we are finding about how it's linked to everything from cancers to depression to mental illness.
This would be funny. What if you found out that Blaha quit all that stuff and he's just on eating pure meat? And then he's lying to all of you now. See that? He's also, if he's lying to you about lifting heavy weights, that you need to lift weights all day as a natural person, but meanwhile he's taking drugs to lift weights, what else is he lying about? See what I mean? See? He's going to claim that you're weak, that you need to lift weights to get strong. Meanwhile, he's taking steroids to lift weights. Then he shows you a basket of some fake food. But then there's some animal stuff in there. Maybe, what if he's lying about that? Like I said, what if he's lying about that?
You're causing all sorts of gut flora extinction, and it's not always reversible. Yeah, you might be able to start reintroducing slowly these things and build it back up before you won't be able to tolerate them.
It's not like these religious zealots haven't lied to people before. You understand me?
Easily. But how many of the people go to these diets because of GI tract problems they created from eating a garbage diet already? Well, yeah, they've got...
Yeah, garbage diet already. Yeah, garbage diet. Yeah, it's garbage. That's all garbage. Plant foods.
Gut health problems and gut damage and everything, and that's why they go to these diets, because they can barely handle the fiber.
Is he trying to call animal products garbage products? He tried to call something natural garbage. What?
They're going to have to work. They need to be doing the opposite. It's a temporary fix to a lifestyle-induced problem. This solution is going to make it worse. They need to be doing a low FODMAP approach and introduce fruits and vegetables that they can probably tolerate.
Man, the only way to be in a positive nitrogen balance is eating animal products. That's how you're in a positive nitrogen balance. Vegan diets are not associated with positive nitrogen balance. Therefore, they are not complete. And the lack of nutrients and amino acids and a bunch of stuff, and they're not bioavailable. You can't absorb them. It's bullshit. It's bullshit, man. Man, to build muscle, you need animal products. Without them, forget it.
While they build that healthy gut biome back up, because the consequences are catastrophic. And
again, here's another thing. All his exercises are a lie. They're not based on regeneration. He is constantly lifting. He's an endurance athlete. He's just wearing himself out. Again, it's to regenerate muscle. You have to lift periodically. You cannot lift consistently. You will not build your body lifting consistently. It has to be periodically. Periodic. This is great for motor unit drive if you want to get better at lifting weights, if that's all you want to do, and wear the shit out of your joints and your body and age yourself inflammaging, then go ahead. But that isn't regenerative.
Again, it's hard to reverse. Sometimes literally requires a fecal transplant. Okay, to get someone else's gut.
You don't need to go through a fecal tramp. Man, you people are so unnatural. You'll just do anything.
Bacteria into you. Okay?
Man, that's because people will do anything unnatural. They're crazy.
That's literally sometimes what has to be done by a medical doctor. All right, so these are the consequences. So it's like, why not try it? It's not worth it. And that is before we get into all the atherosclerosis and stuff that'll accumulate. And that's its own whole topic. The long-term heart disease you're causing 10 years down the road by this lifestyle.
All his diseases are caused by his diet. His psoriasis on his legs, his bunch of stuff that he's suffering from. He says he has some, I don't know, some weird diseases. Man, he's suffering from so many things. It's ridiculous. He's got rotten teeth, crooked teeth. Yeah.
But that's again, it's a much longer reaching thing. These others are a little more short term, and they're more convincing to people who don't believe in that other hypothesis, which is pretty close to being fact. All right, but again, it's kind of the idea, why don't you try it? It's like, well, these are the same people who are like, if all my friends jumped off of a bridge, I would do it. Like when your mom asked you as a kid, if all your friends were jumping off of a bridge, would you do it?
Sure.
Well, you're that person who would say, yeah.
He is the one jumping off the bridge. He's saying, yeah. Everybody in this unnatural environment are all jumping off the bridge because they're asking you, do you want to eat your natural diet? He's like, no, I want to jump off the bridge and eat fake food. And I want to lift these man-made weights.
Of course, because my friends are doing it. I'm going to jump off the bridge too. They said it felt good. Hey.
Yeah, that's why Blaha does it, because he said it feels good. It feels good. He takes steroids. He takes steroids to lift these weights, and he eats artificial food.
In light of all the evidence to the contrary. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today.
Thank God, man. I'll see you in the next one. Why don't I just try carnivore? Because you are a carnivore, but you unfortunately are not a carnivore. You're a slave. See you in the next one, friends. Ciao.